Right, well, now we need to put the wheel back on the bike. So one of the important things to note is obviously now your disc is new, it's going to be thicker than the old one, so you need to make sure you've got enough space between the brake pads, which obviously are here and here, to slide the disc between them. So all you need to do, generally speaking, with that is just find a big flathead screwdriver and then just push the pistons back into the caliper to make enough space. Then it's just a case of getting the wheel in place. So yeah, what I find is a useful way of doing it is getting like a box or something that allows you to roll it backwards, and then you're not trying to lift as well as push and get your bars straight. You can start to line up all of the pieces. You can pull it towards you. So you've got, roughly speaking, a straight line between the fork and the wheel through the through axle hole, and then the other side, then out the other side. So you don't have to do too much wiggling around. Get your spaces in early, that's also a good idea. But what we'll do, first of all, get more grease on this. So it comes out nicely next time. Probably don't need quite this much, but who doesn't like more grease? Start to feed it through. And then without getting any grease on your brake disc, start to get it into position. The axle is just starting to go into the spacer, so that's not going to drop out anymore. And it's positioned in there, so now you can start to tap it through. So it's not an exact science, and you don't necessarily have to be good at it, because just persevere and then make sure you got your spacer in the right place. Make sure that's seated nicely, and then pop your nut back on. Obviously we've already got the grease on here, so do not forget to refit your bolt at the bottom of the forks, which just holds that in place. Okay. That's an extra bit of safety, really. Stops your through axle from slipping out should your wheel nut come loose. Doesn't have to be super tight, this one, it just needs to be snug. I usually just snug it up by hand. Again, wipe the excess grease off. Obviously not with the bit of the cloth you're going to later use for your cleaning the brake discs. And then obviously torque this to spec. At the moment I'm going to go 2, maybe 3 ugger luggers. And then there you go. You can hear that disc is much closer to the pads. Lovely solid brakes. And here's the dog to come to help. You could have helped put that wheel on.